Some secrets change your life forever. I thought it was just another visit, another laugh shared with a friend, until I saw the man she called her husband. And everything around me crumbled. My name is Rachel. I'm a 33-year-old interior designer based in Austin, Texas. Life was predictable, steady, even comforting. I had a loving boyfriend, a growing career, and a small but tight-knit circle of friends. I wasn't one for drama. I preferred clean lines, coffee dates, and Sunday brunches. But what happened that summer flipped every idea I had about trust, friendship, and my own desires. It all started when my childhood friend Madison moved back into town. We hadn't seen each other in nearly a decade. She'd been living in Chicago, married to someone she had met during grad school. I only ever saw blurry Instagram pictures of them on vacations or the occasional update when our mutual friends asked about her. So when I got the call, "Hey Rach, I'm back," I was surprised but thrilled. Madison was always the wild one between us, the one with the magnetic energy, the dazzling smile that drew in everyone from the coffee barista to our professors in college. She had a way of making you feel like you were the only person in the room. But she also had secrets, and she wore them like perfume, just enough to allure, but never enough to see clearly. She invited me to dinner at her new place, a gorgeous Spanish-style home nestled in the hills outside Austin. As I pulled into the driveway, I was impressed. The house was elegant, modern, and surrounded by privacy. It screamed wealth, but also intimacy. Madison greeted me in silk shorts and an oversized blouse, barefoot with a wine glass in hand. "God, you look the same," she locked, pulling me in for a hug. I freed to Met shop at, instantly slipping into that old rhythm. But then he walked in. "Babe, can you grab the rosemary?" she called, and he answered. He entered from the back patio, sunlight catching on his skin like he was carved from light. Tall, effortlessly masculine, confident, his presence filled the room instantly. "Sure thing," he said. My heart skipped. He wasn't a stranger, he was Aaron, my first real love. We dated during our early 20s. I was fresh out of college, he was a few years older, working as a private contractor in California. We had a passionate, all-consuming relationship that ended when he suddenly ghosted me. No explanation, no goodbye, just silence. I cried for months. And now, he was her husband? I blinked, trying to hide the storm behind my eyes. Madison had that sparkle in her eye as she introduced us, completely oblivious. "Aaron, this is Rachel, my bestie from forever." He didn't flinch. "Nice to meet you, Rachel." I forced a smile. "You too." Dinner was a blur. I watched their dynamic, his arm on her lower back, the way she leaned into him. But something felt off. Their touches were habitual, not affectionate, and I could sense Aaron watching me from the corner of his eye. Later that night, Madison took a call in her studio upstairs, and Aaron stayed behind to clean up. I stood awkwardly by the kitchen island. He finally turned to me. "So, this is awkward, huh?" I exhaled. "You think?" He chuckled. "You look good, Rachel." I snapped. Don't pretend this is casual. You vanished." He nodded slowly. "I know. And I was a coward, but it's not what you think." Before I could respond, Madison called from upstairs. "You guys okay down there?" Aaron answered. "All good, babe." The tension was suffocating. I left soon after. That night, I didn't sleep. Days passed. Madison texted like normal. "Let's get coffee. Come by this weekend." I avoided her. I couldn't process what I was feeling. Then, one evening, I was out on a client visit when I received a message. Unknown number. It read, "I need to explain. Can we talk? A." I ignored it. Then another. "I never stopped thinking about you." The storm inside me brewed. I wanted answers. Closure. Maybe revenge. I agreed to meet him. We chose a quiet park by the lake. He arrived in a plain tee and jeans, looking like no time had passed. I married her because she was there, not because I loved her, he confessed. I stared at him, stunned. "You're telling me this now?" "She got pregnant," he said softly. "And I did the right thing, but she miscarried. We stayed together anyway, but I've never loved her the way I loved you." It was a punch to the gut. We talked for hours. He cried. I cried. He reached for my hand. I let him. That night, we didn't go home. We checked into a hotel near downtown. It was electric, desperate, familiar, and it felt like betrayal. Afterward, lying in the dim light, I whispered, "What now?" He turned to me. "Leave with me." I shook my head. "She's my friend, and you're married." He didn't argue, he just held me tighter. I disappeared for a week. No calls, no texts. Madison grew worried, even left a voicemail saying, "Did I do something wrong?" I couldn't face her. Eventually, I confessed to my therapist, to my journal, but never to her. Weeks passed, then months. Aaron and Madison moved back to Chicago. I never saw either of them again. But sometimes, in the quiet of night, I replay everything. The laughter, the glances, the moment she said, "My husband." And I thought she was joking. Betrayal isn't always loud. Sometimes it's dressed in silk, sipping wine and smiling across a dinner table. If this story moved you, share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more raw, true-life tales that hit close to home. Until next time, be careful who you trust, and even more careful who you fall for.